What's going on, people? I want to talk about paternity test. I was watching Karambo, and it was about this young lady that was told that a certain dude was her dad. And of course, they go through all the emotions, and then later on, she find out that the dude is not her father. But this is after the mother, or maybe even the grandmother, was always telling her about how bad the father was. He's a deadbeat. He didn't want nothing to do with you. He was this, he was that. He's no good. And the girl is like, I just want to know who my father is. Okay. And then come to find out it's not her father. It's unfortunate that that happens quite too often in the so-called Black community. But the thing that's mind-blowing to me is that in many cases, the father is never given the opportunity to redeem himself. Men have always been real. Men are some of the most realest people. If they rock with you, they're gonna rock with you. If they don't rock with you, they ain't gonna rock with you. If they don't believe that you are their child, they're gonna tell you, I don't believe you're my child. Now, the woman may be offended. The alleged child may be offended. How could you disown me? You were there. And in many cases, you have young people that say, how could you walk out on your own child? Because he or she is taking the words of the mother, or in many cases, the grandmother. So the mother or the grandmother is feeding this child how bad their father is. But the father is never really given an opportunity to redeem himself. And in some cases, the mother may be in a situation where she was never there and the father raised her. And the mother's not given an option to redeem herself, right? And then they find out later on that the dude is either not the father or he was a good dude. One thing that's always been mind-blowing to me is you got situations like Bill Clinton got this dude all on the internet saying Bill Clinton is his father. Let's take a DNA test. 50 Cent went through that. Jay-Z went through that. And a host of other celebrities or rappers. And it's unfortunate because if these celebrities weren't who they are, the question is, would these young men want to know who their father is? There are so many cases out there where you have a daughter or a son never met the man that is allegedly their father. They never met them. They don't have interest. And my question is like, how could you not know, or how could you not want to know who your parent is? There should be some sort of curiosity in you to want to know who your father is. And in some cases, who your mother is. But you can go your whole life and then you end up getting married. You end up having children that never meet their granddad because you're holding bitterness in your heart against a man that you never met. You're going by what you were told by your mother, that he's no good, he's a deadbeat, he denied you or disowned you, and now you carrying all of this bitterness and this anger inside. And then when you finally meet this man, or when you finally talk to this man on the phone, you have so much anger and bitterness in you that you never give yourself the opportunity to build a relationship with that man. Because the only thing you coming with, you could have done this, you could have done that, why you do this, and why you go on social media, why you do this, and it's your fault, and you this, and you that, and then you got the alleged father that's being patient with you because he understands, he knows exactly what you're feeling. So he's being patient, I understand, and he's just taking the hits, he's taking the abuse, and he's trying to plead his side of the story, but you can't hear him because you got so much bitterness and anger inside you because of what you were told by the mother. And then you later find out that this man that you labeled as a deadbeat and no good is not even your dad. But don't you find it odd that you don't have that desire to want to know who he is? I know if I had a dad out there allegedly that I never met, if I had so much anger and bitterness in me because of what was told to me, keep in mind, I didn't find out for myself. I don't know for myself. I only go by what I was told. I would still have enough curiosity in me to want to know the other side of my family. If I got siblings out there or potential siblings, I want to know who they are. Because I would not want my children to link up with my siblings' children. And a lot of that is happening. I know cases where that happened, where this dude and this female were seeing each other, and then they later found out that they were half brothers and sisters. See, and that happens quite often, and sadly, unfortunately, in the so-called black community. So give your other parent a chance. Give your dad a chance. I see it all the time on the paternity test. I see it all paternity court. I see it all the time on Karamo, where these females and they're blasting these dudes and talking about how they're no good and they're crackheads and they this and they that and they're sleeping with all these women and they cheated on me and he walked out on me and left me, when the evil villain was the mother. In many cases, these women are already pregnant when they slept with these dudes. They knew exactly what they were doing, but they want to pick and choose who their child's father is. They know that the dude that they gave a chance to, they know that he's no good. They know he's a bum. They know he's in and out of prison. He's a drug dealer or even a crackhead. But she sleep with him. And she don't want this man to be her child's father. So she pick and choose who she wants to be her child's father. She's already pregnant. She sleep with this other dude, this square dude. The square dude is now believing this his child. And then find out later on, after he built some type of relationship and bond, then he find out that's not his child. So listen, I don't know who I'm talking to, but if you got a dad out there that you never met, give that dude a chance. Don't go by what you hear, because there's three sides to a story: her side, his side, and the truth. How could you not have curiosity? How could you not have that well of curiosity to want to know your other side of the family? How could you not want to know that? How could you not want to know your dad? Because the dude that you've always been told that's no good, that's a deadbeat. And I know cases like that where the dude finally met his dad and then he became angry with his mother because his mother lied to him. And he was like, man, the dude he's a good dude. Why did you lie to me? But you have a lot of females out there that are so bitter. He broke her heart. He left her, didn't want nothing to do with her no more. So now she's got all this bitterness in her, and then she'll feed it to the child. He's no good. He doesn't want you. He thinks this about you. He thinks that about you. He walked out on us. And then she would even give these crocodile tears. And it's natural for that child to feel for his mom or her mom. And then take sides with this woman. And then later on find out, later on in life when she's an adult, that that's not her dad. Or that he ended up being a good dude. But she or the son have always been told that he was a bad person. See, so don't wait until the dude's a celebrity, you know, and now he's got some clout, and then you start clout chasing. Oh, this is my dad, and now you want to expose him. And one of the first things they say is, I don't want no money. I don't want his money. I just want to know who he is. Well, why does he have to be famous for you to want to know who he is? In reality, because you want to clout chase. You know, these dudes that's out there, oh, Bill Clinton's my dad, 50 Cent my dad, Jay-Z my dad, Tupac my dad, this person my dad. You know, well, if these dudes weren't who they are, would you be looking for them? Or would you just erase them out of your memories and want nothing to do with them because you were told they were bad people? So give your dad a chance, man. Get to know him. Get to know that side of the family. Find out for yourself if he's a bum. And usually, dudes can meet you and know straight up what you're about. Right? You would know immediately if this dude is good. You know, so it's a rough game out there, man. There's a lot of kids growing up without their father, man, because these women lie. And they trap these dudes and they have you believing that, and especially these females that refuse to give the child the father's last name. I can understand the daughters because their name changed anyway when they get married. But they refuse to give the sons their alleged father's last name. There's a reason behind that. So give your dad a chance.